When I turn the key on or unlock the door or grab the door handle, that should open. Those should light up. So I opened the door. What's going on, guys? This your boy Autolust, and as you can see, the headlights are coming back together, and the headlight kit is in that I ordered from BAVGRUPPIE. And these are the new headlight rings here, the halo rings, shall I say. And these aren't put in, these are just sitting there because I'm waiting on some double-sided tape, because part of their instructions, you hold these in with double-sided tape and a few dabs of JB Well Quick, and this is the ultra clear stuff, so I rather use that. But yes, I had these housings repainted black. As you can see, they were sanded all the way down and repainted black. They turned out gorgeous. And these also, the eyebrow strip holders were also repainted black. And I'm gonna show you something else I did. So they told me to actually leave these turn signal bulbs. As you can see, the turn signal bulbs there, I painted them flat black or matte black. It's a bunch of coats on there, and I also blacked out the back of that housing because they told me to remove those bulbs and get the car coated so the computer doesn't pick those bulbs up. So instead of doing that, I'm gonna leave those bulbs in there, hook them up, and I blacked out the actual bulb itself, the housing, and the front of the lens, so no light should get through there at all, since I won't be using that those for the turn signal bulbs anymore. I'm going to be using this LED strip here for the turn signal, which goes inside of this piece here, and it sits on top of the headlight like that there. I'm going to sit it up there so you guys can get a little look of how that should look. It looks about like that, but the light isn't in it. You'll see the white LED light in there when it's in there. So that's what I'm waiting on now. And I also have to reuse these because it actually has an O-ring on there, which stops moisture from getting into the headlight on the bottom. And these were the actual LED lights. If you can see it inside there, those three little LEDs, those three little yellow LEDs directly in the middle, those are the lights that used to light up the halo rings. And these LED strips here, or halo rings here, have their own dedicated light built inside it. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm actually going to have to code these to the lowest brightness level so it doesn't add any extra heat to the headlight that isn't needed. And if it's noisy, I'm sorry guys, but the lawn guys are outside cutting the yard. But I was also thinking about putting a dab of that flat black paint over the LEDs in here so they don't really light up through the bottom of the housing and disrupt the way these halo rings look. So I'm going to show you guys exactly how I ran the main harness of this kit. And it's a little dark in here, so hopefully you guys can see. It's not good lighting in my garage at all, but this is the main kit here. I have it zip tied down. It comes with a relay and a fuse on it. And then I put the power part here. This is per their instructions. The power lead I put on the jumper for the battery under the hood. And for the ground lead, I use the ground for the jumper for the battery under the hood. And then for constant, well, not constant power, for switch power, you take this little panel off here with 1, 2, 3 push clips. This panel comes off, and I have it ran to a wire that has ignition power to it. So once you open the door usually when you open the door, unlock the door on the BMW, the halo lights turn on. So I want it to be exactly like that with the factory. I mean, with the new lights. And this is one lead for that little harness I showed you that has to be tapped into the back of the headlight housing door so it can connect to it with the waterproof bong on it. And on the other side, I had it zip tied all the way through. You can barely see it. This is it here. I had it zip tied all the way across, not on anything that'll get hot, and brought it over to this side. And this side is longer on purpose because it's meant for the driver's side, because they know that you're gonna need that ignition power source from over there on that side. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hook a LED strip and two of the halo rings up to this, and I'm gonna hit the key so you guys could actually see them lit up, so you can see how bright they are. All right, I have the actual kit out here, and I'm gonna plug this piece into this piece here. Give me a minute, guys. I'm trying to do this with one hand here, so give me a minute to hook this up. I have that connected, so now when I turn the key on or unlock the door or grab the door handle, that should open. Those should light up. So I opened the door and boom. That is crazy bright. Like, look at that strip. You could actually light the entire garage with that. Like, look at the engine bay. That is super bright. That is crazy bright. That is crazy bright. Yeah, and that's on switch power. So as soon as this power source, as soon as you lock the door or close the door, cut the car off, make sure the head unit is turned off, then this switch power should turn off. But that's crazy, crazy bright. All right, guys, a couple other things I forgot to mention is the actual butyl rubber. I think it's pronounced that. The butyl rubber sealant for these headlights I ordered, that I'm going to leave a link down in the description for, because the stuff that the prior guys used to seal these headlights was horrible. Like, it leaked everywhere. It just was messy. It was all over the headlight. And primarily they used it to cover up the damage that was done to my housings. And secondly, this LED strip here that you guys just saw lit, you guys saw the rings and the strip lit together. This strip here is primarily meant for, well, it has a dual purpose. It's meant for the turn signal and the end part of the DRL setup, but these halo rings are also switchback capable, meaning if I turn on the turn signal, I can use the LED strip and the halo rings at the same time, and they will both flash synchronized together, both flash amber. And then when I turn the turn signal off or the hazards off, they both turn back white for the DRLs. So I'm not sure if I want to run the full switchback system or just using these strips for the turn signal switchback. But I think it'd be cool to have the entire headlight do switchback at the same time. That'll look nice. So I think I'm gonna do everything switchback together, So yeah, this is really just an update video letting you guys know that I got this kit in. The kit is really easy once you know what you're doing. The hardest part about it is going through what I went through. Like, I'm not following the directions completely per se because of the way I want to do my headlights. I rather not code out any, not check engine lights, but code out any error codes. I rather, go around them another way you know, so I blacked out those turn signal bulbs, you know, blacking out the turn signal housing. But I'm still not sure about what I want to do with this, or if I will be able to put paint on that little LED panel. I'm not sure if that's, you know, a good thing to do. But the paint that I did buy is 2000 degree ceramic header paint, you know, so it definitely can withstand the heat of an LED. I don't think any LED gets up to 2000 degrees anyways, not that I know of. Correct me if I'm wrong down in the comments. But yeah, these headlights are gonna look so much better than the factory round rings with these, you know, kind of hexagonal rings here. You know, it's gonna update the entire way the car looks, especially with the new grille in the front. You know, I know you guys know I put the new grille in the front there, so that's gonna update the entire front end. And also I had to buy the other fog light, and I have it taken apart here, and I actually cracked it up there at the top. I had to JB weld it, but that you won't ever see that. And I had it taken apart because this headlight here was taken apart and painted blue by the guys who painted the car. But my new headlight, my new fog light, I'm sorry, is still gray. So I have to drop this off to get it painted when I get the rest of the car painted, so I can put that fog light back together also. But yeah, this video here was just an update to let you guys see what's completed with the headlights already and what's coming up with the headlights, and to let you guys know that it's easy, not to be scared to do it. Don't pay that $1,500 to get it done when you can do it yourself, you know. So this is gonna be the end of this video, but what I need you guys to do right now is like, share, and subscribe my content. And thank you very much for coming back and watching my content. For the guys that's already subscribed, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Auto Lust out.